Great morning, beautiful people. I want to thank you for joining me for a sexy cup of coffee. This is what I love to do on Monday mornings because it's a wonderful way to start your day. It's a wonderful way to start your week. And it's putting your mind in a place where you can accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. And I call it a sexy cup of coffee. It's just 7 minutes of strategy. Things we do to start our week off right so we can be successful in whatever it is that we try to do. So go ahead and share. Go ahead and tag some people that you believe you can have some great conversations about with this, because it's important that we grow, but it's most important that we grow together. And I am Terrell Munger, the sexiest man alive. But not because of what you think, it's because I've come up with a strategy that helps you get your thoughts and your minds right. It's based on your social level, your education level, and your communication level. And we know that that affects your influence level. And watch out, because it might affect your income level as well. So thank you guys so much for joining in. What I like to do is give 7 minutes worth of strategy that you can tangibly use to make progress in whatever it is that you're trying to do. My strategy for you this week is be grateful. Oh, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you just don't know how much people appreciate you being appreciative. Anytime you run into somebody that really appreciates what is done for them, people give more grace towards that type of person. And to be a grateful person, it's difference between saying thank you and being thankful. Thank you can be lost, and don't get me wrong, it's very polite to say thank you, and you should implement that in your day. But thank you can get lost into a salutation. You know, when you see people, you say, hey, how you doing? And when they stop and start talking, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't really want to know. I'm just being nice. No, take time and just really appreciate the things that are going well for you, because it gives you the strength to deal with the things that are not going as well as you think they should go. And when you have a grateful heart, the people around you, it's more than just when they get up and do what they're supposed to do. You say, oh, they're just doing what they're supposed to do. You know, it's a lot of people out here not doing what they're supposed to do. So even when people are doing what they're supposed to do, show that you appreciate it. You don't know how much people out here trying to do what's right. And when it seems like no one notices, they say, what am I doing it for? And you don't want to do that to the people in your life. So it could be something as simple as home. Your spouse cooks dinner. Oh man, baby, the dinner is good. Thank you so much for cooking. Thank you for going out of your way. I mean, you don't have to formalize it, but let them know how much you appreciate it. Especially if you're going to talk about the bad things. You're going to talk about the fact that they didn't cook, they didn't take out the trash, they didn't cut the grass. When they do it, baby, I see what you're doing. I appreciate you for doing that. Even your kids, if we're going to get on them about not cleaning their room, we can at least, when they do it, say, hey, man, that's good looking out. I'm starting to think you care about this house as much as I do. To let people know that their efforts are not being taken for granted. And you'll find that when you compliment them or show your appreciation, you end up getting more out of the situation and creating a better atmosphere. I mean, this even goes at your job. If someone helps you at your job and you say, hey, thank you, that's good. But what if a week goes by and it pops up in your mind that, man, they really helped me with this? If it pops up in your mind again, go by their desk and say, hey, you remember when you did this for me last week? I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. And for people to know that when time goes by, you're still thinking about what they did for you, man, that's awesome. You're gaining favor in the eyes of that person. I mean, you're not doing it to gain favor, but I want you to know that it is putting a couple of points on your meter when people start to think about your name and think about who you are. Even the greatest way to show appreciation at your job is do what you've been hired to do. I mean, show up on time. Do the work that you're supposed to do without complaining. And if something needs to go differently, you can do what you're supposed to do it in the time you're supposed to do it, and let whoever you're working with know what it costs you to do it and that you were glad to do it, so they won't see you as a robot, but you'll still be showing your appreciation for what is done. And it's very important that you're that grateful type of person. You'll be surprised at the type of atmosphere it sets for your life. But most importantly, while we're in this grateful place, God says, whatever you do, Do it with a thankful heart. In everything, give thanks. That's what he said. And you'll find out that the more you start being thankful and the more you start thanking God, the more he will give you to be thankful for. It is simple as that, because things do not have to be going as well as they're going. And even when things start going bad, like, the virus that we're experiencing right now, even when things are going bad, I hear people saying, well, where is God? God is in your choices. If you don't choose to operate in the level of love that he has for you, if you don't choose to respond in love, you're not going to see him. When you choose God, you see God. You'll never know. Your thankfulness of things being as well as they are could keep things from being as worse as they could be. Yes, some things may be going wrong in your life, but you don't know. God may be shielding it where it is not as bad as it could be. So you got to thank God for things being as well as they are. I still have my mind. I still have my ability. Even if you've lost a job, at least I have the ability to get another job. And maybe if I respond to this situation right, maybe if I keep my mind in the right place, it'll open another door in my life. So my strategy for you guys today is be thankful. Have a grateful heart. Be appreciative of the good things that are in your life. And I'm telling you, the more you sow the seed of celebration, the more you end up being celebrated in your own life. Even if it's not you getting the marriage, or if it's not you getting the job or you getting a new car, you'll be surprised at how showing a level of thankfulness or excitement or celebration to those who are, it'll let you know that when people get blessed, it just shows that God is still in the blessing business, man. You're not being left out. Your turn could be coming, but it's about how you handle the situation you're in. So my strategy for you today is be thankful. Don't just say it. Let your word be seasoned with gratefulness. Let your actions, let your demeanor, let your presence be a presence of thanksgiving and praise and gratefulness, and watch how things change in your life. Well, I am Terrell Munger. You can go to my website, TerrellMunger.com. You can even check your success score to see how effective you're being throughout your day. And go ahead and share this video with somebody. Have a conversation about it. See if other people have thought about it. See how you can implement it in your life. And whatever you do, guys, whatever you do, make sure it is meaningful. Make sure it is impactful. Make it personal. But above all, make it sexy, because you're going to need that in your life. Thank you for joining me this morning. Love you guys.